Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Scubbers HD. Welcome back to this week's video where today we're going to be taking out the 2019 Chevrolet Camaro SS Out for a drive. So now, I have not had any video ideas for this past week. I currently have filmed a lot of videos throughout this past week, throughout the last couple weeks, but I have not really had an idea made up. So we're just taking it to a store, but I thought I might as well make it fun and do a video of us taking out our 2019 Chevrolet Camaro SS. Well, alright, before we begin, let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and give you guys a little bit of facts about the 2019 Chevrolet Camaro SS. So now we've had this car for 1 year. We bought it I think just a little bit right after it came out. And the color is called Riverside Blue for all the new viewers to the channel. And over here we also have a 1986 Chevrolet Corvette C4 in bright red. For new viewers, we fully stripped out this car and we fully rebuilt the whole entire thing. And now it runs like a charm. We painted it in this garage. We pretty much did everything to this car in this garage. We also have the 1998 Chevrolet Corvette C5. We just had it down for about a year. We've had this one for just a little bit over a year, and that one for a little bit over 2 years. We bought this car in September of 2017. We bought this car in June of 2018, I think it was, in June of last year. So we've had this car for about over a year. We got this one, I think, May 27th, somewhere around May. But without further ado, let's go and take a look at a couple of interesting things about the 2019 before we actually take it out. So, the 2019 SS came out 2 years ago. Actually came out in 2018, but we got ours in 2019. So we've actually had it for about a year after it came out. But my favorite part are these rear lights. As you guys can see, you can fully indent your hand into the rear lights. As you guys can see right there, they're fully indented, so which is pretty cool. And also the way the LED running lights are on this car is absolutely insane, especially on the front here. The front of the car, the front headlights are absolutely insane as well. Most people know about the front end design of the 19 because of this distinctive look. You got the headlight that actually goes all the way underneath this piece here, which makes it look absolutely incredible. Now this car has a 6.2 liter V8 pushing about 455 horsepower. This thing will do a 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds flat, and it'll hit a top speed of 162 miles per hour. So it's a pretty quick car by Chevrolet. I think it's probably one of the nicest looking Camaros we own. Now, I guess I'm going to show you guys the interior. Alright guys, you guys can see I now got the keys to the car. I got some stuff on the keys that I want to show, but yep, let's go ahead and unlock the car. Let's go ahead and show you guys some features on the inside for all the new viewers. So, if you're going to take a look inside, as you guys can see, it's a very sporty car. The interior design is about kind of like how it was. The Camaro had this design in 2016 as well, so nothing has really changed. You guys are going to sit down inside of it here. Okay, so there you guys go. This is what the interior of the 2019 SS looks like. It does have paddle shifters. You can shift it with manual, but the thing is that we would rather prefer not to. So you guys can see the speedometer. I just put it up there. The red line is at 6,500 RPM. And the speedometer goes up to 200 miles per hour, and it could do that. But the thing is that the top speed, so far the top speed record of the 2019 was around 162 miles per hour. So just going to take a look at some of the more interesting things here. So now here, I guess I'm going to tell you guys about these climate controls. So the climate controls, they actually work in a really interesting way. So you can twist them around, kind of like how most of them would work in real life. Again, you could then just twist this right there to actually prevent all the air from coming out. That's kind of like the same of these ones over here, as you guys can see. But what interesting thing is, to actually adjust the temperature, you actually got to twist the outer border to actually adjust the temperature. As you guys can see right here, you actually got to twist the outside to actually adjust the temperature. This way for warm air, and this way for colder air. And I guess if we go ahead and press this home button right here, there we go. As you guys can see, some stuff is not really as you would expect. And most stuff inside of this car is just like a regular old Chevrolet. And like, oh, turn that down. Copyrighted, but no. Because the key is pretty much the exact same as the regular Malibu. Like, here's our Malibu key, just wrapped in a black thing. You can tell the difference. And here's our Camaro key. So they both share similar features, except it has SS right here on the bottom of the steering wheel. It's Camaro right here, has SS on the floor mats, and it also has Camaro on top of the shift lever, which this car you can get with a manual. You can actually get it with a 7-speed manual, and this one right here is a 10-speed automatic. Thing is, if you want to shift it with paddle shifters, you can also shift it with paddle shifters. We have never shifted it with paddle shifters though, so that's pretty much all I got to discuss about inside of this car. We're going to stick out. And one really cool thing about the 2019s, look at this. Whenever you actually walk away from the car, look, I'm not pressing any buttons on the key. The car has an automatic lock feature, so the car will automatically lock for you. So now, I'll show you guys the daytime running lights just right before we hit the road. So anyway guys, I'll go ahead and get started hitting the road. Well, alright guys, I'm going to show you guys a little bit more once we actually get back from the ride. But without further ado, let's go ahead and go start up the car and hit the road. Alright, now without further ado, it's time to go and get this car fired into life. Hit the road. Okay, now that we got the car all fired up, let's go ahead and get inside and start hitting the road. So, first thing to do, let's go ahead and have a seat inside, pull the door. Where's the seatbelt at? There it is. Alright. Gotta plug in these really cool light thingies. There we go. Really cool LED lights we have underneath the car, and they make them extremely shiny and lit up. Got my Coke right here. Alright, and I think we're ready to go. Into reverse, and now here we go. Now we're leaving the house. One interesting thing about this car is the heads-up display. Okay, there we go. You guys can see right there, we got the heads-up display.
So you can hit those different ways. Right?
You got different ways. You can make it show different things. Like that's made with a good track use. You can see your maximum RPM. But you can also see your music displayed with you also got the direction you're going and also the speed. Yeah, it also shows how many G's you're pulling, which is pretty cool. That's one of my favorite features about this car. And actually, Chevrolet cars are the very first cars to actually have heads-up display. Back in 2002. The 2002 Chevy Corvette Z06 was the very first car in the world with a heads-up display. Alright guys, we're about to go and start hitting the road. You guys can see the main road is right here. I'm not going to try to show the signs. I don't want anybody to come up to my house and send me hate mail. I don't want anybody to send us hate mail. Alright, here we go. And so now, if you guys just heard that sound, you barely even tapped it there, didn't you? Like, you barely even tapped it, and it sounded like you could really hear the sound of this car. You could barely hear this, I'm about to say you can barely hear the sound. You can hear the sound perfectly. The sound is like, it sounds like you're going 200 when you barely floor the accelerator, but it's, just about to pass us right there. Got an Alfa Romeo Silvia just about to pass us right there. Interesting, but so yeah, this car is a very interesting car for people to have, especially for a $50,000 car. You can get, we got those for a little bit cheaper. I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what we paid for it, but we got ours. They're a little bit cheaper than 50 grand, but because this one's used. We got this one from a guy. He only put 1,000 miles on it, just enough to enable launch control. Which, if you guys want to know how to enable launch control, how you would do that is you would press this traction control button right here twice, which you'll then turn off traction stability control. And then after that, all you gotta do is put your foot on the brake, floor the accelerator. The car would then rev up to 2,500 RPM. And after about 3 seconds, it'll let off the brake and you're taking off. That's pretty much how you launch this thing. Now, we've never launched this car yet, but I hope we do something. Well, all right, we have ended up to this place, or I guess near the place where we're taking the shoes. Yeah, we're about to go take these shoes back. And so yeah, this is where we're gonna be going. There's a Ford Raptor over there. So we're going to Rock Room Shoes. Rack Room Shoes, my mistake. There's a nice Range Rover over there, Velar, or that's what it looked like was a Velar. Alright, so if you guys are going to want to see what a 2019 Chevy Camaro SS looks like parked in a driveway, parked in a parking lot. If you guys want to see what an SS looks like parked in a parking lot, then you guys are just about to see that. So, you're actually parking in 2 parking spots. Okay, there we go. And now, that will go ahead and shut up. Well, first of all, gotta put it in park and go ahead and shut off the engine, unlock the door, and go ahead and come out. So you guys want to see exactly what the car looks like outside, parked in a parking lot? Well, here it is, parked in a Target parking lot. Here it is, parked in a Target parking lot. So now let's go ahead and go into Rack Room Shoes and get started. Alright, so now we just left Rack Room Shoes. I didn't film it in there because why? But now, we're now walking back to the SS. Has this Toyota RAV4 just starts to go right by us. Yep. Well, no, take that back. It wasn't a Toyota 4Runner or a Toyota RAV4. It was a Toyota Highlander. My mistake. Got my dad's dream car, a Chevy Traverse over there. But now, let's go and walk back to the Chevy Camaro SS and start heading back home. And over there, we got a BMW i3 parked over here. I think out of this whole parking lot, we have probably the fastest car in this whole parking lot. But I see another old Camaro. I see an older Camaro over there, probably maybe 2016, maybe. That's what it looks like, maybe 2016, something like that. But here's our car, parked here in a glorious manner. So now, going to get back to sitting inside. Alright, move this out of the way. Alright. Take my hat off because my head is now hurting really bad. Okay. So to start the car is very simple. Put your foot on the brake and press the big red start stop button. Alright. So now we are ready to leave Rack Room Shoes again. Oh yeah, and yeah, we are now also going to Chick-fil-A. There's a Chick-fil-A right over there. I always want to make sure cold seat, I want to make sure cold seat is at the highest. Here we go. Cold seat is at the highest. We're going to adjust this because it's very hot outside. See, it's 90 degrees. It's 90 degrees out there today.
Feels hotter than that.
I know, it feels hotter than that. And there's really only 2 options that we do that did not come standard with this car. We did not get the optional sunroof or the wireless charging port back here. So that's pretty much like the only thing we really do not have. Which the optional sunroof would probably have been cool though. Yeah, so now we're going to Chick-fil-A in the 2019 Chick-fil-A in our 2019 Chevy Camaro SS. Now, yeah, because we're hungry. So we've taken this thing through multiple drive-thrus, but I don't know if this is the first time through Chick-fil-A though, but we've taken it through McDonald's a couple times. So, at Chick-fil-A, we're pulling in right into Chick-fil-A now. All I gotta say is I have a lot of blurring to do.
Mango Passion Tea Lemonade. Oh my gosh, that is gonna be awesome.
I don't think I want that. All we gotta do now is just go through the line. And in the 19 Camaro.
Forevermore line.
Yeah, the Forevermore line. I mean, like, look at this. I don't know if you guys can see back there. The line goes pretty far back. Alright, we're about to go ahead and grab our food. Oh god, I'm starving. That's all I gotta say. We got Brooklyn Pizza Parlor over there too. I don't think I want to go there, but
Here.
we got our food. Oh my gosh, those milkshakes look freaking amazing.
Hang on. and they're probably like, oh god, get out of here.
Well, now we got our stuff. Dude, with the best, I think these are probably some of the best milkshakes. Huh?
I want mango tea.
she got jumped on her mango tea. She wanted a large one, but apparently that's the only size tea that they got. But all I gotta say is these milkshakes are freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Passing a Range Rover. Good, they're building a nice house back there. All right, guys, we have just arrived back home. We're going to fasten my seatbelt so now we are now home. So now just go ahead and shut the beast off. Reopen the garage and expose the C5 and the C4 Corvette. Well, that's a pretty interesting trip today in the 2019 SS. Anyway, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go back inside and eat, because I'm starving. Alright guys, we just arrived back home, and I think it was a pretty interesting ride. I hope you guys will agree with me on that. But anyway guys, if you guys have not yet already, please make sure you guys go hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and then also while you're at it, drop a like on this video to support me and the channel. And I'm also now currently posting a brand new video on my YouTube channel every Friday at 1 p.m. So if you guys want to see weekly content, then please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Also guys, go follow me on my social medias. They will all be linked in the description box down below, as well as also on my other YouTube channels. I have a diecast channel, a music channel, and also a gaming channel. And I'm making more channels as I go. So if you guys want to stay up to date whenever I make a brand new channel, go subscribe to all my other channels. And I'm not posting on this channel, I'm always posting on other channels as well. Anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching today's video. Peace out.